Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Airgun Guys. Now, my buddy Travis had to take a little bit of a break because he's old and just couldn't hang with us youngsters. So what we got, and I'm picking on Travis, he's probably sleeping right now. He won't even see it. But we are not left without a very important personality that we're going to be bringing on tonight. We have Joe Iturralde, the Lord of Lead from Predator Pellets, is with us. Joe, how are you doing, my friend?
I am good. I am good, man. You guys burn me up in the desert.
Yeah, man, it ain't even hot yet. You should come back out when it's really warm.
Well, I got a few shades, so I'm good to go.
Now, if I understand this correctly, you went immediately home and went hunting, you little scumbag.
Yep, I did. I had to.
Yeah, after all that shooting stuff, right?
Well, you know, I can't shoot paper for darn, man, but I can shoot a prairie dog in the back of the skull real easy. Like,
so what were you shooting? What'd you go back home and just pull out and have to go shoot?
you know, I took my 172 Condor and some slugs that Too Fast for You made for me, but I really wanted to shoot some knockouts. But man, the weather was like where I went, it wasn't supposed to be that way. It was foggy, it was misting, and it was cold. So I mean, the prairie dogs are barely popping up.
Yeah.
I got 6, you know, the time we were there, but I wanted to use the 177 knockouts, and I was like, you know, I'll just do it next time.
I got it. Hey, Angie's up here. She's in the chat with us. So who knows what kind of comments we're going to get from her tonight. So
Oh boy. Isn't she supposed to be getting a hog right now?
No, it rained and there just no hogs came in. So she was going to go see Terry and shoot a hog with the SWA. But it just, the weather didn't cooperate. So she decided to just head on home. She actually, she took our daughter home, and my daughter is, they're driving back, and they're going to have a little hangout there with their family. And then we've got some folks coming back out here to the ranch later in a couple of weeks. She'll catch a ride back. So right now, man, it's like, shoot, it's just me and Sue, and I can probably finally take her to that anniversary dinner I never got to take her to. So
Yeah, you better do something, man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make most of the time for sure. But
yeah,
so you know, I don't know if you saw Angie's video, but you know what I did, right?
Yeah, I saw, and I was going to ask about the unicorn in the room.
Yeah, I bought the Red Wolf, man.
Yeah, you bought the Red Wolf, or you financed the new house, which you did.
I did. No, look, here's the thing. So, hey there, everybody. If you got questions, you got, for me about the expo or whatever was going on, just throw them in the chat. We're just going to be casual tonight because I'm still trying to recover. And I had my second COVID shot yesterday. So,
okay.
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I'm a little tired, but other than that, I'm fine. But no, I went Saturday and we just Caden 22. I'll get right back to that because I actually like that gun. Went out Saturday, took Sue, took New, went down the range, and we shot both the Wolverine R, which is like the mechanical version.
Yeah.
And then I shot the Red Wolf, and dude, look, if it was just me, I probably would have saved a few $100 and bought the Wolverine R because it was the high power.
Yeah.
But oh man, it's so sweet. I mean,
yeah.
It is just, yeah. Thanks, David. There is, you just hit another level with a product like that. And the fact that you can do so much with it without having to do anything to it. I mean, you just flip, a couple keys or a couple wiggles of the knobs and whatever, and you go from there. You are.
Yeah,
had to figure it out. Video up. Yeah,
I was like, what does this button do?
Oh, look at there. Because I want to shoot a whole bunch of different pellets. So I want to go from the 15.89s to 18.13s to, the redesigned 22s. I want to be able to do that without having to take the gun apart or anything. And it just, for what I'm looking to do in like the next step of the review work I'm doing, I said, I just got to buy it. And I'm a dealer, so fortunately I didn't pay retail, so
Good.
I bought it for the shop, but
yeah,
a lot of money.
Like you said earlier in your video that Angie took of you, it is the next step, and it would be, sorry, let me close the door, my kid's yelling.
That's right.
it would be the next proper step for you to go, with the electronic trigger and all the technology on it. I mean,
Yeah.
me, no.
Yeah, I know.
No. Give me
No.
that Marauder.
Yeah. Hey, so we've got a question. This funky guy Montez, okay, wants to know, what do you guys think of the Benjamin Caden? Have you guys shot that? Have you shot that yet?
No, I've had it in my hands, but I haven't shot it. Its shoulder's nice, but I just haven't shot it yet.
Okay,
But
so
I hear good things.
if you want to see my review of the Caden, you can go to Gateway to Airguns on the YouTube channel, and it's right there. Or you can go to the Gateway to Airguns Facebook page; it's right there. And the I really liked it. It's a crawl. It's made by Crawl out of Turkey, and Benjamin has been beating that Marauder drum for what, a decade and a half now.
Yeah, but that Marauder drum keeps on beating hard, though.
Yeah,
man.
I know. We can maybe talk about that later. But
Yeah.
but there's so many cool things. If you like to tinker, but if you want to rebuild stuff and change it, yeah, I'm with you. I'm not. That's not me. So different strokes for different folks, right?
Right.
But I was pleased with the Caden. I'd like to try their other Turkish branded stuff, because they whatever they had going on that one, they did a good job as far as I'm concerned. I really liked it. Shot well, good power, really good shot curve. I think that's an easy win. If you're looking at that gun and you like the way it looks, I say go for it. I love the fact that it's just a straight barrel with a muzzle brake at the end. You unscrew it and put a moderator on it.
Right.
You have to get an adapter. It's just half 20, half UNF, excuse me, at the end, and you're all set. So that's easy. I'd say just go for it. It's a great little gun. I also did you just getting comfy or what?
Dude, I'm so in my bedroom chilling out.
That's hilarious.
Going to show what I'm wearing?
No, I do not. You just keep that to yourself. I need to not know anything more.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to get comfortable, man.
Yeah, dude,
It's been a rough couple of days already. Jeez.
Now tell me, you got home and you had a bunch of stuff to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I got home Friday after we were late leaving El Paso. It just Southwest was just wonderful this time. It was not amazing. We were sitting there. We were supposed to sit there for like a half hour, and then the guy goes, "Oh, we're ready to go." But we had been waiting to load the plane. I mean, we were like 40 minutes late loading the plane. So when I got back home, my son had just drove up, and it just timed out. It just timed just right. And it was crazy because I was watching the plane fly over, and I was like, I know where that is. Because it usually doesn't fly that path. I flew right over my house. I was like, isn't that a pain in the butt? You just dropped me. But
wow.
But yeah, I got back, and my main objective was to take the family out for dinner Saturday, and then Sunday, me and my dad went out and tried to get some prairie dogs. But I had a good time with my dad. Minus the rain and the fog, but I really was trying to use those knockout slugs, and I just didn't get a chance to, though. I mean, it just was just bad out there, and my Condor was just performing so nice. I just said, yeah, I'll just shoot this, and I might go out this week with the knockouts because I need to see how the knockouts perform. I did shoot a few when I was there, and at 100 yards out of my little a 177 build, man, they were accurate. The 13.43s were just hitting it. Jesus, they're just hitting it.
Well, we shot that. We got some questions we'll get to in a minute, but we shot that Air Arms Stealth Carbine 177, and dude, that is a beautiful gun. I mean, whether you're shooting the 10-3 pellets or you're shooting the 10-3 knockouts or the 13 grain knockouts, excuse me, those things, man, they were hitting at 100 yards all day.
Yeah, it was crazy because you were wearing that quadrant target out, man.
Yeah,
it was fun to watch that.
I bought 2 of those too, by the way. But I sent one with Angie. I got so look, you guys, wait till you see our next Angie and I are gonna have a video coming up, and we figured out how to score air guns. We'll walk you guys through that later, so we could actually put a score on it for accuracy and stuff. And
cool.
We figured out a way. I think that's going to be objective, so it's less subjective, and we can shoot a lot of paper. God doggone it, paper's boring. So let me get to some of these questions, right? So the dude that was asking about the Caden or whatever was asking what kind of moderator. Gosh, there's so many. TKO 22, Neo Clegg, Donnie
Yeah.
FL, Zero DB. They're all going to work good. Find one you like and be happy. It's really Neil makes some really nice custom stuff, and he's kind of a nice guy that just does it. So I'd say I'd kind of throw a little love Neil's way. But you just look it up, Neo Clegg, or Donnie FL. I mean, he's got some really good stuff too. So any of those guys would work out just fine. So,
yeah. Neil makes some really nice stuff. I have one of his LDCs, and it's quality. It's the way Neil puts them together. They're beautiful.
Did you see the one Angie's got on her Marauder Woodswalker?
No, I didn't.
No, he did a really nice one for her. I mean, like legitly awesome, because he like extended the barrel a little bit. So it's not just this blob stuck on the end, but it kind of goes out and then flares out into a nice mod. It looks really, really good. So yeah, I'd say throw Neil some love, dude. Look him up. So how nice was the Gauntlet 2? Well, we're gonna find out just how nice it is, because that's gonna be one of my next videos I do. I like the Gauntlet 2. I like the Gauntlet 1 a lot, and they took everything I liked about the first one and dumped it into the second one. You know, at the pro shop, we've been doing that Gauntlet high power for a while. Did you see it, Joe? Ninja had the 22 cubic inch, or the 22 cubic inch long bottle. And we put a 2100 psi reg in it and shipped that with it. We called it the Gauntlet high power. Gave you 50 some foot pounds, and drilled. It was really nice. You run the MK2s in that, and it was really a good shooting gun. So they basically took that. Thanks, guys. And then just that's what it is. But it's actually a larger bottle with a higher pressure, so 4,500 psi. So you're going to get a crap ton of shots. I mean, you guys know I've been doing the more old school AirgunWeb reviews, and we're due for that. So we're going to hit the Gauntlet with that review and just go through it step by step. How many shots we get? Well, I'm going to have to burn some pellets. I'll shoot some other brand. I ain't going to waste my JSBs though, Joe. So when you see another pellet being used on my, how many shots do you get? Just don't take offense, Save my.
Don't worry about it. You got to do what you got to do, and I got a voodoo doll with your name on it. So
thank you so much. I got a question here. Ivan, the electrician, is the TX200 still the Springer King? Hell yes.
Yeah, that's a clean shooting rifle.
I wish I'd never sold my 177, frankly. The 22s are a great gun, but the power or the velocity I get out of the 177, for me, I think I like it a little bit. The pellet gets out the barrel a little bit quicker. It's a little bit easier to shoot because of that. But the 22 is really nice too. I won't sell my well, I mean, who knows what you'll do 10 years from now, but I have no plans of selling my TX or my Pro Sport. I mean, those are my heirloom guns. They stay in the safe. They're not going anywhere. They're awesome. We're going to be doing a video of the TX200 too. So I got the TX200. I'm going to try and talk to Utah about doing something on that. What was that silly gun? That little rail gun. I forgot the name now.
Oh, the Catran.
Catran, yeah, that gun, boy, that is a twitchy little gun. But man, is it accurate when you do what you know what you're doing.
I was talking to Justin about that rifle today, and I'm gonna go online and find those weights you can put on the M-LOK rails. And I'm getting those, man. And I'm gonna get a Catran. I'm gonna weight that thing down. It's gonna be 20 pounds when I finish. I love the rifle. I hated shooting it. It was so light, and just having to sit there. It's like you have to concentrate on everything you do. It's like, oh, it's fun, but now it's not fun.
Well, it's very. Let me jump into this question real quick. Cal, the Crawl Puncher Knight. I haven't shot their new stuff, so I don't know. I wish I had some. Wish I could tell you, but I don't know on that one. We got a question here. Question for all is recommendation for a sling for a bullpup PCP that fastens without drilling. Well, some of them, like for example, if you look at the Walther Rain, I think it has a quick release in the rear.
Yeah, it does. It
has the rail up front, so you could put the quick release off the rail in the front, and then you have the rail in the back. So there's a bullpup that may work for you. And I do believe, although it's not really a bullpup, it's sort of like a modified carbine, but I really like the gun, the Brocock Sniper. they come tapped for studs, so you know they're pre-drilled. So even in the synthetics, at least last time I looked, so that would be an easy way to do it. And then you've got, you know, if you don't want to, if you want to sling a regular rifle like the Gauntlet 2 does it with just M-locks and quick release. So, but a bullpup, look at the rain. That one you can do with the quick release, kind of the quick release AR style. That's what I would think anyway.
And the rain's accurate. That rain is accurate. That's a nice little tack driver.
That was a fun little gun. Now, is it a 200-yard gun? No. Is it a 50, 75-yard gun? Yeah, I think so. Joe's thinking, what do you mean 200 is fine? I get you 200.
It's a 100-yard setup. We were,
Yeah.
I mean, it was stinging at quadrant easy enough.
Yeah.
And that little scope you had on there was amazing. That was perfect.
That. Yeah, that is a great scope. I got to get with Hawk to get more of those because those were really good. Those were really good. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, paracord sling, you know, Bigfoot, that's what I've done so many times is when a rifle doesn't have the necessary mounting points, I usually take paracord and make them just figure something out and just, I mean, like take the Red Wolf, for example, you know, it's actually a lot lighter than it looks, but I am going to need to get some swivel studs put in that if I'm going to take it out in the field because I don't want to carry it.
Man, I'd be so afraid to take that thing out in the field. That's why I don't get woodstock rifles now. A woodstock rifle with electronics. No.
Well, you saw my field. It's not like we're going to run into rain, and it'll stay in the truck until I hop out of the truck. And or I was going to ask you. I have an invitation to go shoot some prairie dogs in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if maybe you want to go do some filming.
When's this?
Not when no-see-ums are out. Anytime the no-see-ums are gone. So maybe sometime this summer.
Okay, let me know. Let me know. You got to come up here. I got properties, man. I'm telling you. I'll get your fix.
No, I got to do. How far is it to drive from here to there, man?
9 hours. Almost
That's
10.
all?
Yeah.
Dude, I can do that in my sleep.
Yeah, I know you can. I wasn't trying to do it though. Not where you live, not my Mustang. Hell no.
Yeah, that would have been fun. All right. So if I come up there to see you, can I bring a camper with me, or do I need to stay in a hotel? What do I need to do? They're like an RV
bring a
park around there
camper. You can park it under my drive. I got a house full of people, so you can sleep with my mother-in-law.
No, dude, just find me an RV park close. I'll be all right.
But yeah, I mean, dude, I got some good permissions. I mean, good permissions.
Angie, look at Angie's getting all grouchy.
She's not allowed to come.
Yeah.
We want to actually hit them and not think they're cute.
Yeah. Oh, she'll only play with them. They're so cute little guys. So we got a guy asking, Stant is asking me, either of you fellas checked out the Cattleman guns? Well, we did. If you guys check out, let me just switch over here. I'm going to go to this camera right there. So look, okay. So if you go to the Airgun Expo, go over to the list of exhibitors. There's Cattleman guns. Now, Sue is going to be adding the video we did for him on here. It's not here already. It's not, but we'll get it added up here. And then we've got, because I actually shot one of their guns in the expo, so you can check that out. If you like to, you can also go to the Facebook page and check it out. I'll be posting. I have a couple announcements, but I'll be posting those up. All of those videos will be reposted on YouTube. There we go. So we'll have a whole playlist. There it is. That word. Too many words, dude. With all of the videos in one place, you watch them all in order. So that's what we'll be setting that up shortly. So, no, Angie, I'm not trying to make you cry while you're driving. She
should be driving and not paying attention to what we're doing anyway. So
that's right. She should be like.
She has your daughter with her.
She does. She's. We asked her earlier if her ears were bleeding because Naomi doesn't know how to be quiet. So I'm pretty sure that just the sheer volume of word noise in the car is probably causing irreparable damage. Okay, we got people are talking amongst themselves, which is cool. So
good.
Ivan says, how many air guns do each of you have? Well, I will let Joe answer the question about how many guns I have. Joe, how many guns do I have?
I'm gonna do it like this. I have a contest, and I was hoping this to come. I have a contest, not idea. I have a contest. If someone can guess what nationalities I am, and I have a lot, you know that, they get to go into your private collection and get one rifle. And there's a lot of rifles there. Rick has enough. If the world came to an end, we could go down there and we could still defend ourselves. Rick is he's got, it's like Terminator 2, except everything's in plain sight.
Well, okay, so you've seen the videos where they go into the Connex and everything's like decked out. That's what I got. It's not quite as pretty because it's a little dirty right now, but I got a few. I made
That's not counting your shop with your studio. That's not counting what you have at home. That's not counting what probably the other people have around there too that belongs to you. Rick has been in it for a long time. Let's put it this way, and it shows. I've been in it for a long time too, but man, my little 3 rifles don't even compare.
Well, one of mine is going to be shipped to you shortly, Joe. So you'll be all set to play with that one shortly. You have fun.
Yeah, that'll bring me close to 50.
Yeah, you're still catching up to do. It's all right.
I know, man. It's definitely a drug. When they say PCP, they mean really PCP.
Yeah.
For all those who knew what PCP was back in the day. But Rick's got a nice setup. He has a beautiful piece of land, dry. But a great shooting range, man. If you guys want to learn how to shoot in the wind, go shoot at Rick's for a week. You'll learn real quick.
You know what I'm thinking about doing? We got a question, David. I'm gonna get to your question here in just a minute, though. I'm thinking about doing an airgun boot camp.
That would be cool.
People could come out and stay for a week and learn all about air guns and compressors and shoot springers to PCPs to everything. What do you think of that?
Oh, I forgot about all your compressors.
I got a few.
You think?
Stan, by the way, the gun I was using on the Expo was a T1 and 25. I thought it was really fun to shoot. I just put a red dot on it because I was just trying to shoot steel targets and see how it went. But Joe was there. I was holding over and shooting. We were hitting a gong at 100 yards with the doggone thing with a red dot repeatedly, like in a row. So, it was a great little fun gun to shoot.
Yeah, but I was shooting the gong without a sight at 100 yards.
No, who was shooting the gong with an SWA without a sight?
Oh, not the. Oh, no, I'll talk about the other rifle.
Hey, man, that was fun. That was really fun. David, a quick thing here. You asked about the Gauntlet 2 with a side bolt. Hell yes. If it didn't have that big conky thing, it had a side lever. Dude, yeah, so much nicer.
It's such a better rifle with that stock, the bigger bottle, the more pressure. It's such a cleaner looking rifle. The first one just looked like, I don't know, man. It looked like they found a toy at the 5 and Dime and stuck a PCP in it. So there you go. Sorry, Gilmerix.
All right. Yeah, the first one was cobbled together, but they sold a crap ton of them and it opened up the market. So, hey,
yeah, it did.
Kudos. A gentleman was asking about Apollo brand pellets, I'm guessing, and 28 grain slugs in a break barrel. I would say just say no, because it's going to go. Bleh. You're not going to get much out of that.
I'm not going to say. Yeah, but have you seen the Apollo slugs yet?
No.
I have them.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think 28's too heavy for that.
They make and 25. They make a 40.
Well, I wonder how they work in that 25 Rex we were shooting.
I think the Rex is pushing.
Well, it's doing almost 80 foot-pounds with the Hunter Supply 48 grain slugs.
Yeah, well, Airgun boot camp.
I like the boot camp idea. If you guys think that's a cool thing, then shoot me some ideas, because I think that would be a very cool thing. I don't know what it would cost to do something like that, but I bet you people would have a ball doing it. Maybe tie in a little coyote hunt at the end of the week or something.
That would be
Um,
amazing.
Let's see. You got a question here. Do you have any advice for someone that wants to become an airgun dealer? Dude, call me. I'll walk you through the steps. I can put you in touch with people where you can buy direct, guys like Joe, guys like Hawk Optics. And then I can tell you who the other big dealers to talk to, where you can set up your account and you can buy as much as you can buy direct. And I'll tell you, Umrex you can buy, Gamma you can buy, Air Venturi, Precision Airgun Distribution. You can let them be your warehouse and buy just little quantities as you need, or you can save a bunch of money, buy in quantity, get free shipping. Not every company does that, but many do.
Right.
I can walk you through it. I'd be happy to do it. Go to Airgun Pro Shop, go to my contact form, find my phone number, give me a call sometime this week. I'm happy to walk you through it. The more dealers we have out there promoting the sport, the better off we'll be. And I'm happy to help you any way I can. So look me up.
Stop it, Rick. I can't afford any more dealers. I don't have any pellets to send them.
That's all right. Best deal on an air gun at garage sale, pawn shops, etc.
What is it?
I don't know. Okay, let's go up to another question. Ivan, I'm sorry, don't catch your question. I probably missed it. David's asking, hey, Rick, how many FPE do you recommend for a whitetail? I wish Angie was here because she's the one that's been taking them. But I'll tell you, she's shooting about 400 foot-pounds, maybe 450, and putting them down. Now, you can do less. You can do 250, but your shot placement really needs to be precise. And you need
Well, I
to
think
watch
shot
how
placement
big
needs to be precise, even at 400 to 600 foot-pounds.
it does. It does. You have more margin of error with a 450 shooting a 520 grain slug.
Right.
But you go smaller, it becomes more difficult. Last thing you want to do is wound them. We don't want air guns in the hunting world to be seen as ineffective.
Right.
Because that just rolls back the clock and creates more problems with when states look at air guns as an option. So I'd say 400 plus foot-pounds is a good place to go. And I think that's a good measure. Can you do it with less? Oh yeah. There's people who do it with 200, 300, even 150. They've been killing deer with the Benjamin, what's that space age looking 357
Bulldog.
They've been doing it with a Bulldog. So it is, there's so many factors that go in. I think more is better on the foot-pounds. I think 400 is a good base, but I mean, it can be done on either end of that thing. But if you want to get something, 400, there's a lot of guns that deliver 400 foot-pounds. So
right.
It's a lot of guns that can do that, from the Texan to the Hammer. SWA does it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. The SWA long gun, you're pushing almost 500.
Man, that's a wonderful rifle. God.
Yeah. So, so here's a question you've never heard, Joe. Why is it so hard to find pellets these days? Would you like me to take that for you?
I'm coming. Hold on. Oh my God. Here we go again. So last year when COVID hit, that just put everything to a halt. This year, everything's ramping up. But even then, in the Czech Republic, they still have COVID restrictions they're going through and people still getting sick. The dock congestion is beating us up.
Yeah.
So I told you before, I'll tell them again. We put an order in. JSB looks at it. Used to take 2 weeks for them to get it going. Now it's taking about a month. They get it going. They build it. Then they put it in a container and they ship it to the docks. It sits on the dock for 3 to 4 weeks easy. Then it gets on a boat, and it's on a boat for 4 to 5 weeks, depending. If it's in the Suez Canal, maybe longer. And then it hits the dock in Houston. And before it's even put on the dock, it's on the ship for 2 to 3 weeks easy. Then it's off the boat on the dock for another 3 weeks. Then it's put onto a rail car, and that's another 5 days easy before it ships. And then when it gets to us, we work like madmen for a week or two, just getting everything out. And then it sells out immediately because everyone hoards everything now. Unfortunately, that's what people are doing. They're hoarding a lot of ammo, powder burner ammo, airgun ammo. Heck, I'm pretty sure they're hoarding BB somewhere too. It's the lack of concern for your fellow air gunner that's really hurting us. And I honestly wish some of these guys would limit the amount they sell people, it would help for other people to shoot. But even it's a business, I understand they're going to do it, but their business needs dictate.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we did. I mean, I know we just picked up our little order that was shipped to us. Thank you.
You're
I
right.
think we got some 35s and 30s. I really need 25s, by the way, and 1813s, but so does everybody else.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
And some knockout slugs, and maybe I can just air freight some from Czech over some of those 177s. I'll just,
You better hawk that rifle you just bought.
I just look, Pavel, just just put them on a plane, man. I'll pay the air freight, no big deal. I'll be the only one that's got them. I'll be like $48 a 10.
And it'll be expensive, yeah.
Look, and I found out, on another thing, we've got a bunch of hunter supply ammo. So if you're into big bore, we have ammo. We're not short ammo. I'm going to be meeting with them in a couple weeks to pick up more ammo. So if you want big bore stuff, we can get it. The one thing that's super expensive, and it's expensive because they're having to hand size it, everything, because the tooling that they've been waiting for that was 8 months out is still 8 months out. And that was 8 months ago that they can't get the tooling. They need an automatic sizer. So the .510s that go with the hammer, they have to hand size everything. And so you have thousands around. They got to pay a guy to sit there and do it. That's why they're so expensive. So the other stuff is pretty reasonable because they have all of that stuff. So we should be okay. I don't know anything, David. I don't know anything about the Stoker, but now that you told me about it, maybe I'll get one for review because I can go to Pyramid Air and say, hey,
there's a new Stoker coming out too. Pyramid Air just put it out. There's a new one now.
That's what he was just saying. The XM1 S4.
Yes, it's pretty in wood and synthetic. It's pretty.
I'm gonna pull it up. All right. So if you guys put questions in, I ain't gonna see it for a second or two.
It's got a really nice moderator on the end of it.
I need to get hold of Stoker because I used to, just briefly, I did some work with them. I need to reach out to them. I don't want to see the video. Go away. I want to look at the gun. Wow, they got it on Amazon. There you go.
Budget friendly.
Wow. M1 combo. That is,
Yeah, I'm curious.
That's oddball looking.
It's interesting, but I think it looks neat.
At least got open sights, looks like.
There you go. Airgun boot camp, open sights.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'll reach out to Stoker's marketing and see what they got out there. That might be a worthwhile thing to do. Okay. Okay, let's see. PA just started offering the new. Yes, we just did that one. Thanks, Joe, for going over the pellet shortage again. Didn't know that. So, hey, message is getting out. And Joe's working on it, guys. He snuck me a couple tins just so I could keep doing reviews. So you guys got to send some love Joe's way. Because if it wasn't for him and Jay, I'd be just shooting air right now. I wouldn't be able to do any work. Which that's so
it's funny how you need that for your work.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, I'll just give it's supposed to shoot really good. We'll find out one day.
I know.
Well, guys, Joe, you got anything else you want to talk about? We kind of shot the poop around here enough.
No, well, I guess I'll bring this up. I don't. I think I kind of hinted to you. Maybe I did or didn't about the problems with the MK1s and MK2s. How people are opening up the pins and they're not finding the original MK1s in there. Well, we've been getting a lot of flack on it, and I talked to Justin. He called me about it today, and I talked to a few other people because they're starting to get customers saying something about it. We did reach out to JSB. Pavel is going to release something on it. I can kind of give you something. So apparently things have been changed at the factory, and that's why the MK1s look different now. And a lot of people, of course, are upset because they're not shooting like the MK1s did. So unfortunately, it looks like people want to learn how to work on that rifle and tune that rifle for the new ones. But hopefully the release will come out tomorrow or Thursday, and I'll make sure to get you a copy of it so you have it on you. People are asking you, and I'll post it on Predator's Instagram, Predator's Facebook, Predator's AGN that I just started today because Mike made me do it. GTA, of course. Where's my mind? GTA, and that way people know what's going on and can understand what's going on. It's kind of drastic change, but you know, it is what it is, and unfortunately, I have no say in what JSB does.
Sure. So David says, this is very nice, Dave. Thank you. Says, I'm going through all the expo videos for the second time. Can't thank you all you folks enough for all the valuable info they contain. So David, we really appreciate that. If you guys check out the videos and have comments, go to the website and let us know. Again, Sue, I just got everything uploaded to our Vimeo because you're talking about some issues you're dealing with there. I can help you out there in the Neutron Star there, boss. Just hold on. So for many, many years, content creators in the airgun world have been leveraging platforms that are inevitably not sound. Right. YouTube and Facebook. Look, at some point in time, they're going to say, an airgun's a firearm. We're against this, and y'all are done. And it's going to be over. And all the investment that's been done and all of these companies to build these YouTube channels, whatever, are being gone in an instant. And if you don't think that'll happen, just go back and remember 2018 when they just summarily cut people off. And my channel, it took it 18 months to 2 years to begin to regain the momentum it had when they shut it down.
Wow.
It was devastating. And, I have been doing this a long time. So I have sponsors that have invested a considerable amount of money in that content. So what does that mean for all of us? Well, we got to do something different. I'll tell you guys, I'm working on something, not in the sense of a new YouTube, but I'm a web developer. I have an idea that at least I'm going to preserve my stuff for my sponsors so that if YouTube and Facebook decide to go, F you guys, I don't know how else to say it. My website will be up, my content will be there, and you can still see everything you've always wanted to see. So I guess the short story is, as I get this stuff developed, I'm really going to be encouraging people to watch videos and content over my website. Right. Obviously, I'm going to post to YouTube as long as it's there, because I'll make use of that as long as I can. But I am going to be revamping my website and asking people, hey, come watch it over here, and get used to that, because I can start notifying people with my newsletter. We have Airgun Army, which I don't talk enough about, which is a way we talk to people directly and we communicate all of the stuff that's going on in my sphere. We have Airgun Army. If you haven't signed up, go. It's airgunarmy.com. It's super simple. Joe, you should go sign up for that. Post all cool stuff about Jay. You need another thing to manage. I know.
But I do need to go there. It's a good way to reach out to people.
Well, this is one of those things that, look, if we can ourselves stop relying on that, which is unreliable, then when they decide to do whatever they're going to do, it won't matter.
Right.
And that's sort of what I've been looking at that for years now. And I, like an idiot, sort of stepped a couple steps away from that, but I am moving aggressively towards that again. And it won't take me long to bring it back to where it needs to be. But in reality, I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves, and look, can't blame YouTube for being YouTube. They have always been that. They're always going to be that. And whether they should or shouldn't, it's their platform. Let them do whatever they want. Right. Facebook's the same way. Let's just go do something different and preserve our sport. So I'm going to do it for myself, and I encourage you guys to help me in that endeavor. And all you got to do is come watch my stuff over there. And I'm looking to leverage my contacts with my sponsors and between my newsletters that I can send out. And I want to also tie into this with the GTA, and something that we're going to make public here on the GTA shortly. And I know, Joe, and I'll just let everybody know here that I became half owner of the GTA a little while back, first of the year, let's say. So I really see the GTA as a platform that can preserve or help preserve. That's not the only one, okay, but as a platform that can help preserve our sport. And I want it to be sustainable. reliable, and I want it to be scalable. I want it to grow and become something that is a monster of airgun information that when people want to know something, they don't even have to think twice about where to go to get it. So that's my hope. That's my goal. And so I really want to work on all of this. They're asking what site. My site always has been airgunweb.com. Don't look at it right now. It looks horrible. I'm going to be fixing that. It's like the cobbler's kids never have shoes. My website is always in a state of disarray, but that's going to be resolved. I would expect the next 30 to 45 days, AirgunWeb will have a new face. It'll have the content reorganized in a way that I hope will be useful. And all of the content that I've done over the last couple of years, we will import into the site and make available that way, which then again, it is something that is YouTube can go pound sand if they want to shut me down.
Right.
And whether or not my sponsors are into this or not, guess we'll find out. I'll continue to use every viable means at my disposal until I don't have them, and then we'll see what comes next. So
exactly.
So I hope you guys will go to Gateway to Airguns, sign up, go to AirgunWeb.com. You're going to get a pop-up, join the newsletter. So I'm not going to bombard you with stuff. Maybe once a month, I'll send you, these are the videos for the month. Go take a look at them, stuff like that. Specials from our sponsors, giveaways, that kind of stuff. I want to make that space available so that we can all have a community that isn't tied to some thing that can disappear in an instant. So I hope that makes sense to folks. That makes sense to you, Joe?
Yeah, it makes sense to me because it's coming to that point where, we're starting to be ostracized like the powder burner guys. And
yeah.
I think what gets me is that you see a lot of guys saying, oh, don't say this out loud because you don't want the government to know. The government knows what we do. They're not dumb. Yeah. And it's just in YouTube, is not helping matters, or Facebook when they post stuff against us or remove our posts. Because when I had the Predator Pellets group on Facebook, it was doing great. Then I decided to make it public to get some, get membership. And then that's when it all went to heck. And someone complained about something, and then YouTube popped me twice for nothing really. And then I'm not YouTube, Facebook. And then my group was gone. So I will never do a group on Facebook again.
Yeah. Yeah. This is where like Airgun Army is really helpful. If you wanted to have your own topic, like Joe's prairie dog hunts, and people wanted to follow you, I'd happily create that for you at Airgun Army. And then you can just post all your stuff there and have a community that can't go away,
I got to buy an ATN, man. Those things, you guys made me a believer.
Oh, dude, don't buy one. You know what? I got one. I'm going to send one to you.
Whatever, send it, bro. I'm doing content for AirgunWeb and GTA.
I have already been. Look, you got to do some video work for me. It ain't free.
Yeah, I'll do some video work. It's just I have a side shot. And don't get me wrong, I like it, but man, I kept my original phone just because it works so well with it. Yep. It's a pain in the butt, though. Gosh.
Yeah, no, I talked to ATN, and I've got one of the LTVs set aside. It's the simple, like scaled down version.
Right.
But it should treat you just fine, and you hit record and you capture your hunts. But I'll be curious what you think of it.
Yeah. Is that the one we were looking through on the
sniper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is nice. And I was impressed. I've looked through the 4K and the Thorn, and they're nice. Don't get me wrong, those are like, Rolls Royces of doing something like that. But that little one was pretty cool. It was simple too. So yeah, if anyone's looking for something, they want to get into it for a cheaper price, yeah, I recommend that. So
I get that boxed up, but yeah, no, that's coming to you. I just had to clear it with ATN first.
I appreciate it, man.
So
I'm gonna get banned because there'll be a lot of blood and gore.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna put some videos out, dude. We're gonna have fun with it.
Yeah, because I have a friend who has the one I told you about, has the works on the sod farms.
Yeah,
he's been smacking prairie dogs like every day this week and showing me pictures with his ATN. I'm like, dude, I would save some for me. He goes, you want to come out Sunday? I'm like,
Well, I've got a box. I'm gonna put that Talon P in the ATN in a box, just ship that out to you. So
Man, for an older Talon P, that one's got some cojones, man. That thing hits hard. I mean,
yeah,
I
that
had
was.
an older Talon P, and that and I still have the pieces and different guns, but, yeah, but that thing
I
was
got that as
hitting.
a trade, and I'm pretty sure the guy tinkered with it. So I think it's pushing like 50 foot-pounds.
Yeah, well, they were 50 foot-pounds out of the box too. So where
Oh,
it was set up, that was nice. That's a good coyote gun right there. 50, 70 yards. That's a coyote
it's
getter.
like that big. So I'll put that. I'll get that in the ATN in a box so you go out later this week. So
Appreciate
I
it.
expect to see some killer. You guys want to see some killer shots from Joe with his prairie dog hunting? Yeah, puts like 2 thumbs up in the chat, and we're gonna get some videos from Joe on that. It's gonna be awesome.
I really should pay more attention to my YouTube channel. I just don't. And it's funny. It's like since last week and this week, I'm looking at new subscribers. I'm like, oh, I'm at 758.
So almost 1,000.
I know I'll be able to do live
Woohoo!
vids.
Yeah, you get like a little piece of paper. Congratulations, you got 1,000 subscribers.
I'll write
Uh,
YouTube on it.
Yeah, well, so Daniel's asking me, how do I fill out the form to the pro shop? All you got to do is go to the contact us, say, hey, Rick, I want to buy some pellets. These are the ones I need. If I got them and can sell them, I'll send you a custom invoice. Excuse me, we'll box them up and ship them to you. That's what we're doing. Two tins per customer per month. If you need big bore ammo, we'll do 4 boxes per customer per month. And we're just trying to make it so everybody can shoot. So I hope other vendors, guys, if you're listening, implement some limits. And then, yeah, I know you won't sell a whole case at a time, but at least you'll maybe have 15 people that can shoot instead of 1. And
Yeah, exactly. Because I know guys who buy like that. It's crazy. And what you said on your big bore, I'm gonna go to this real quick because me, I have the ones, I have all these little exotic calibers, like a few people 172s, then of course I have the 308 and the 357. I think people who shoot any kind of cast slug should have their own sizing die. They should slug their barrels to make sure they're shooting what they're shooting, and then get the appropriate sizer. And that way you can get a hold, you or 100 supply and say, look, just send me the ammo. Don't worry about sizing. Just send it. I know what I need. I have a sizer. I think people should size their ammo if they're especially shooting big bore.
good point. I remember there was a question I promised to get back to, so I want to miss it. So little Dart, I can't read it from here. He said, thoughts on the Hot Side Neutron Star. I had one I reviewed. You can check out the video on my channel. It's a nice gun. I recently sold that one to a gentleman, I think in Arizona, and set it up for him, and it was drilling hard at 50 yards, 1 inch or better, easy. So it was a decent little gun. It wasn't regulated, but it's got a big enough bottle and it's balanced really well that it didn't have a massive shot curve. You stay in the string of the pressure zone and you get nice even shots. So decent gun.
I wish you were still reviewing hot side guns. I really want to see what you think about the Factor. I've been looking at that rifle for a long time.
Dude, I would love to. I would love to still be working with Hot Sun. I mean, it's just the thing of it.
Right.
Things happen, personalities, whatever it is.
Yeah, I've been around. I know how it goes.
You guys listening, dude, I would love to be looking at your stuff yet today. I wish you'd give me a call, and whatever we got to do to work stuff out to get back on good terms, I'd love to do it. Whatever I did to upset you, look, all I can do is apologize and say, dude, I can be an absolute idiot at times, and I'm sorry. So I've said that before. I'm saying it publicly now. If you guys want to work together, I'm here. And I've looked at your stuff recently, and I mean, I haven't ever thrown you guys under the bus ever. So I wish there was a way, whatever is out, whatever is off, I wish we could get resolved, because there's a lot of people that would like to know more about your stuff, and I would like to be part of helping them know it. So there it is. You guys can go to Hot Son's webpage on their contact form and say, hey, Rick apologized for whatever he did to irritate you guys publicly. He'd like to work with you. Go tell them, and then maybe they'll get over whatever the issue is, and we can
Right.
get back to work again, because this is kind of silly. There's
Yeah,
only
'cause-
so many companies that make stuff. Air Force is another one. I've reached out to Air Force 1,000 times, and I kind of now I mean, I have nothing against them or their guns. Would love to work with them, but
yeah.
it is what it is. People get a particular perception, and oh, last time I checked, Joe, I don't know about you, but last time I checked, I'm freaking human.
Yeah.
I actually make mistakes. Can you believe it? I've actually said stuff I wish I hadn't said, or done stuff I wish I hadn't done. And goodness, after 13 years, you figure that's going to happen a few times.
Right.
All I can do is say, I'm sorry, and let's try and work something out. So I am willing for any of these guys, whether it's any of these guys that want to do something, I'm more than willing. It's just a matter if they're willing to.
Right.
Then let's get to work.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't mean to bring up anything. That Factor is a nice rifle. And there's another one I want to try, that Crawl Super Duty. That
Really?
has 3 bottles,
Oh, come on now.
2 forward, 1 in the rear.
No, that's just, to me, that gets to the ridiculous side.
But man, it shoots so nice. I watched the guy shooting it, and I was like, oh my, shooting the regular 22 monsters. I was like, oh my God, that thing is amazing.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I get to where, like, you start getting 3 and 4 bottles, well, 3 bottles. I'm like, okay, we've reached a limit here. But hey, that's reached my limit, not evidently somebody else's limit. So hey, knock yourself out.
Well, what's funny is that when I saw it, I didn't think it had I didn't see the 3rd bottle until one day I'm looking, I'm like, that's a bottle as a stock. Okay. And that, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I still like get in my hands and shoot it. I just want to shoot those 2 rifles. I want to see a little Turkish love. That's all. A little Turkish.
Well, I think I need to reach out to Crawl directly and some other folks and just see what we can do, because if anything, the Airgun Expo showed me, one is there's a lot of different product out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of product, from boutique, small places building stuff, to mass market. There's a lot of product, and boy, what a great venue to sort of show some of that stuff off. And let's just keep that rolling. Let's see if we can get some more of these unique things coming in from folks that let people learn about products they would never otherwise know about. I mean, I would have never probably ever touched the stuff that we got from Utah air guns. Those were sweet guns. That bullpup almost won me over to bullpups. Close.
Oh, geez.
Close.
Oh man.
Maybe if I put that Air Max Hawk Air Max Touch on it, I'll be.
Oh yeah, that's a nice scope. I'm surprised you let Larry leave alive, man, with that van full of goodies. As far as you're not doing this from your new AOA.
Yeah, my new airgun van. Yeah. No. I want Larry to come back so he can bring more toys and tempt me to buy stuff. But we'll see.
I gotta
All right,
send
guys.
Larry his covers.
That's an hour of us wasting your valuable time. Pretty much shooting the crap. Joe, thank you for bailing me out tonight.
Not a problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Joe, Sue's asking a question. Did you enjoy the Airgun Expo?
I did. I had a great time. Did she enjoy my good and plenties that I gave her?
Yeah, yes. In fact, she bought 4 boxes yesterday, which we were good. So,
can't believe you never had those yet.
Answer was yes. If we ever go to the movie again, I know which candy she's buying. So yeah,
there you go.
We could actually do that, man. Naomi's not here for 2 weeks. So yeah. All right. Well, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. Part of me would like to do a review channel, but in Spanish, it's kind of scary. Oh, I would go for it. Why not? I could do my Spanish, but it's really not Spanish. I just sound like Cheech, so you don't want me to do it. Cheech does airgun reviews. That would be hilarious. I'm going to start doing this. Like, all right, if we get so many likes on the video, I'll do the next review as Bob Ross, or I'll do the next review as Cheech, or I'll do the next review as Kermit the Frog or whatever it is.
I might join in on that fun. I
Yeah,
might
dude,
have to do
Bert
that.
and Ernie and Kermit, that'd be funny. No, I could definitely do Bob Ross. I think that would be hilarious. I gotta get the fro and that'd be all right. So all right, we're out. It's been an hour. Guys,
All right, man.
thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Good night,
Joe, thank you for
everybody.
coming up. And next we'll have another Airgun guys and gal. Hopefully Angie can join us. I think we got her where she will definitely come join us more often and be not so scared. I think in all seriousness, I think of all the people in the show, Angie did a great job.
Yeah, she did a great job.
She did a great job. She held her own with all of us knuckleheads.
Well, she better do a great job. As long as she's been doing this now, it'll be second nature.
Yeah, she did a good job. So thank you, Angie. Not trying to puff you up and give you a big head or anything, but credit where credit's due. You did a good job. So we're out. Night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Joe, thank you for bailing me out. And
Thanks, Rick.
Travis, sorry you missed it. We had a lot of fun.
Well, he's old and decrepit.
He's old. He is old.